As we continue on our discussion with fruits and vegetables, one of the big points I want to get across from this specific slide is, again, try to get as many different colors throughout the day as you can because of all the different vitamins and minerals and antioxidants that each of these individualized fruits and vegetables will provide, right? We can't get every single vitamin, mineral, and antioxidant from one specific color or from one specific fruit or vegetable, which is why we need to include a variety of options. One of the big challenges, especially kids that are coming up that are adolescents and teenagers, and I mean, we see a lot of times, obviously, in the athletics as well, is they really limit themselves with how many options they are willing to eat. And some of that's derived from, maybe poor experiences they've had in the past where they've tried a certain fruit or tried a certain vegetable made a certain way or presented it in a certain way. They didn't like it and then they didn't end up trying again. There's a lot of times where it may take two or three or even more tries before you might find a certain way it's cooked or a certain way that it's prepared or looks for you to want to try it or to eat it. So that's why we don't want to ever give up on saying we don't like this. I don't want to eat that. That's not good for me. Always continuously trying to give these different options a chance is super important. And then, the more variety we have, right, the more successful we're going to be when we're trying to get those specific things on our plate, right? If vegetable wise, the only thing I like is broccoli, and I eat broccoli Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, eventually, right, you're going to get really tired of broccoli. But if I like broccoli and I eat that on Monday, I got carrots on Tuesday, I have asparagus on Wednesday, let's say I have a salad on Thursday, and then Friday, I don't know, I had peppers and onions, right? You can see there, right? Lots of variety. I'm not repeating anything. I'm getting different colors, which is going to provide me different nutrients. And now I'm not going to get sick because I'm sick of it because it's not the same thing over and over and over again. Um, if an athlete's not willing to eat any vegetables at all, the first thing is like, can we try at least to get some type of color in you with some fruit? Typically fruit is sweet, it tastes good, more palatable. So if an athlete's even getting no color on their plate, that's usually somewhere where I start first. If they like smoothies, that's a kind of quick and easy win to get some fruits in really fast. Or just going over different options they can choose from, which we'll talk a little bit about when we go into how we shop, for fruits and vegetables in the grocery store. Or vegetables, right? There's lots of ways where you can kind of basically add in vegetables, especially to your grain dishes, like add it with rices, add it with pastas, add into a lasagna. You could add spinach into a smoothie, right? Sometimes when you mix some of these vegetables in with some of those carbohydrate dishes or grain dishes, it can make them a lot more palatable because they may like that specific grain in particular that then encourage them to want to eat it. Um, and then again, as you grow older, your palate's going to change. There's lots of stuff that I personally did not like as I was kind of growing up. Like I would have never ate pineapple or broccoli or cauliflower or coconut, just to name a couple. And now my horizon has really expanded, right? And I'm continuously trying to go out and try different options, even when I go out to eat. Or, if there's a person that I know that's from a different ethnic background or a different nationality that has a particular dish that they make from where they come from their country, right? Always be open to also try other people's types of cuisines. It just allows you to have a better, well-rounded idea of what's out there. Because the more recipes the more types of dishes again, provides more variety, which is going to allow you to be a lot more successful with your meals, and have less burnout of tastes and textures and visual appearances, because all those things really matter. I've had a lot of athletes come to me and they won't eat stuff just because of the way it looks, just because of the way it tastes, or the texture looks off, right? We're a lot of times when we go into a restaurant, or if we're getting food served to us or we're cooking something, like it's very visual. If it doesn't look appealing, probably not going to eat it, right? Or like if I'm walking through a steakhouse and I see the steak sizzling on the grill, immediately my mind goes, "Ooh, that looks delicious." Like I'm probably going to go order a steak, um, or whatever the food may be. So all those details surrounding food really make a huge difference and really can can drive people's opinions on whether they're going to eat certain foods or not. So keeping those things in mind are going to be super important. But key message at the end of this, at the end of the day, try to get at least some type of color on your plate, no matter whether it's a fruit or a vegetable. And then be open-minded, try new things, and continue to try to keep progressing and provide yourself more variety so you don't stay pigeonholed into one thing. And then you end up staying pigeonholed into only a couple options, which then affects your ability to optimize your recovery, your fueling, and then getting the nutrients you need to be the best athlete you can be.